Sisters and brothers, Olivia Chow.
Brothers and sisters, I have to say how much it has meant to me and all our family in the past year to have so many sisters and brothers right here. Thank you so much for being there. How lucky myself and the family are. I thank you all. There are so many things to thank you for and so many of you to thank. I thank you for your kind words and your warm welcome to me tonight. I thank you on behalf of myself, Mike, and Sarah, Brett, and our family for your love, your comfort, and your support. I thank you for your wonderful celebration tonight. Jack would have loved it. He loved a great party, and he loved all of you. I thank you for the moving tribute we just experienced. And the song, the music, Jack loved that too. As you know, he might have pulled out his guitar. Whether you like it or not, he might start to play. And of course, I thank you for the magnificent monument you have planned. I cannot thank you enough for that. It means so much to me and all our family, and would have meant so much to Jack. The tandem bicycle is so perfect. Placing it in the Jack Layton Ferry Terminal, where we can see it every time we go to the Toronto Island, right by the waterfront, is perfect. 2 million people each year go to that ferry terminal. Okay? That's a lot of people that are going to see that tandem bike. Yes. The tandem bike has so much meaning to me personally, of course, and in this sculpture, it is so symbolic. The reminder for so many of us that Jack has our back. Yes, Jack loved tandem bicycle because it was not something you do alone. It doesn't work. You have to do it together. Together is his favorite word. Together we are stronger. We're always stronger. Together on a bike, or together in a family, or together in a union, or together in a political party, together as Canadians. United in a common cause, united by values, we are stronger when we are together. I want to thank Sid, the Ontario Federation of Labour, Sandra, and all of you for this amazing initiative, and all the unions and the individual members who have supported this project. It is amazing that so many of you have come together and decided to make this memorial a reality. Because when we first started, it's a lot of money, right? It was a bit scary. You have shown through this amazing tribute and through this beautiful memorial just how much Jack means to you. And I could go on all night about how much your tribute means to me, to our family, and to all New Democrats. But I have another message to deliver this evening. We all know in our hearts how much Jack meant to all of us. But what I want to do tonight is to tell you how much you meant to Jack. Jack was so proud, so very proud to call you brothers and sisters. He was very proud of his Lifetime Steelworkers membership card. That was amazing. He was so proud of what we achieved together and what we fought for together. He was so proud to march with you, picket with you, meet with you, rally with you, protest with you, strategize with you, and campaign with you. He was so proud to work side by side with you to build a Canada, a better Canada, and a better world. Together, we are stronger. And yes, the beautiful memorial of the tandem bike is a reminder Jack has your back. But he was just one person who drew his strength and courage from knowing that you has his back. The strength of knowing that so many not only shared our values, but were willing to put ourselves on the line for all of us. So many willing to stand up and be counted, to make progress for everyone, to achieve social justice and fairness, equality and dignity. That's what the labor movement is all about. And it meant so much to him to work with you closely all the time. I can't think of anyone who walked on more picket line than Jack. Some things he's been doing for decades. Often we would ride our tandem bike to join a picket line. If it was in Toronto, yes, he would drag his kids there. And yeah, doesn't matter how old they were. If Jack, or whether there's a cop around, doesn't matter. Picket line, handing out flyers. If Jack could have been there, he was there, together with you. And when he became the national leader of the NDP, it gave him more opportunity to travel. So he was there. From a QP picket line in Toronto to a steelworkers picket line in Sudbury, picketing against TELUS in Saskatchewan, Vancouver, joining CN rail workers on the line across the country. He was everywhere. Jack was there. He had your back because he knew that you has his back. He knew you had the backs of all workers, of all families, of all New Democrats, and all Canadians. He was there with you. And sometimes we're able to celebrate milestone achievements and good labor legislation, many things that we worked on together. Think of the fair wage policy we achieved in the Toronto City Hall. Yes, still there? Yes, maybe? Still there. Mike said it's still there. Thank you. Think of the Rest-Free Act that was passed in Parliament. Yeah, criminal offense for corporation that put their workers' life in jeopardy. Think of the subway cars we got built in Thunder Bay. Yeah, CAW all the way. And then we have also seen progress in our mutual quest for social justice, equality, and human rights. That is ultimately what the labor movement is all about. That is what New Democrats are all about. That is one thing that binds us together. And that is why you meant so much to Jack. If you want to know how much you meant to Jack, you only have to look at his last hours in the House of Commons, just 2 months before he died. Jack's very last speech in the House of Commons as leader of Her Majesty's loyal opposition was in defense of labor and the right to strike. It was during the Canada Post filibuster in June of 2011 when Harper's Conservatives were ramming through back to work legislation on locked out workers. Shame. Many of us remembered the moment. I was there. All the MPs were there. Tom was there. Peggy was there. We were all there. Jack spoke for an hour, standing up against Stephen Harper, standing up in defense of labor. He would have spoken for 10 hours had he not been a bit in pain. But he stood up and spoke. And I'm going to read to you a bit of his speech out of Hansard, just so you can know how much this meant to him. Here are some of Jack's words from the filibuster. It is important for us to understand that the benefits provided by collective agreements go beyond a mere contract. The added benefit negotiated by workers over the years have helped to raise the standards of all Canadians. Unionized workers fought for rights that we now take for granted. A decent wage to raise a family. The salaries of unionized workers have a positive upward effect on the salaries of non-unionized workers. Plus occupational safety and health standards. The 40 hours work week. Protection against harassment. Vacations. Workplace pension plans, and the list go on, and more. Hand in hand with progressive parties like the New Democratic Party, collective bargaining has been one of those engineers for progress for working people. I see this as a legacy to build upon, not something to be torn down. We are celebrating our 50th anniversary as a political movement. At our convention, we reflected on our achievements over those years. It was always with one goal in mind, which was to make life better for working families. And that was and is what we are. And then, towards the end of his speech, Jack said, "We will not sit idly by and watch the Conservatives turn back the clock and strip workers of vested rights they fought so hard to achieve." That is his few last lines. And during that last speech, the Conservatives MPs started chanting, "Union Jack, Union Jack." Yeah, Union Jack. Mistake about it, that was meant as an insult. It was supposed to be an insult. It was supposed to because he was speaking, it was supposed to steer him off course. It was supposed to distract him. It was supposed to insult him. But for Jack, it was no insult. It was an honor. It was a great source of pride to be called Union Jack. And that pride is shared by all New Democrats because Jack knew, and we all know, that union means united. Yes, Jack knew, and we all know, that united means together. And Jack knew, and we all know, that together we can change the world. We can change Canada together. his favorite word. So let's always remember that together we have each other's back. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And now, that was just a formal speech. Thank you for your love. Now, with Jack at our back, the new Democratic Party of Canada will form government in 2015. Wouldn't that be amazing?